KHOU 11 News at 6 starts now.
Thanks for joining us on this digital newscast. We're streaming live now on KHOU 11 Plus. Up first, a man is in custody tonight after police say a mother and her 2-year-old daughter were killed inside their Houston apartment. Houston police tell us 29-year-old Kendrick Rayvon Fisher was booked into the Harris County Jail and is now being charged with capital murder. He's being held on a $200,000 bond. Now, according to family members of the victims, Fisher is the brother of the woman and uncle of the toddler. Both of their bodies were found early Friday morning at the Knox at West Chase Apartments after family members flagged down officers. Police say when they arrived, they found Fisher sleeping on a couch with blood on his clothes. He's due back in court on Tuesday. These kinds of stories we know are always difficult to hear about, but we cannot say this enough. If you or anyone you know is in a domestic violence situation, help is available 24/7 at the Domestic Violence Hotline. You can call 800-799-7233 or text START to 88788. Right now, police are investigating a serious crash that started with a car chase in Splendora and ended in North Harris County. The Humble Police Department says they were called for help during a police chase last night. We're told officers from Splendora PD were chasing a car from Highway 59 onto the FM 1960 bypass. That's when the car they were chasing hit another car at the West Townsend Boulevard intersection. 3 people were taken to the hospital. Their conditions are unknown. Meanwhile, police are still trying to determine why the driver initially fled from officers. Tonight, a man is in the hospital after being treated after firefighters say he was trapped inside a house fire. It happened around 7:30 this morning at a home in Southeast Houston. Crews on the scene were able to find the elderly man in a back bedroom and safely bring him out. He was immediately taken to the hospital. Thankfully, no other injuries were reported. HFD tells us that the fire was put out in just minutes. Right now, investigators are still working to figure out what caused that blaze. Turning now to a couple of health alerts tonight. Be sure to check your fridge. Right now, a recall of cucumbers is impacting 26 states, including Texas, due to salmonella contamination. Sun-Fed Produce is recalling all sizes of whole American cucumbers packaged in bulk. They were sold between October 12th through November 26th. Customers who purchase the cucumbers should either throw them away or return them for a refund. And be sure to wash items and surfaces that may have been in contact with that produce. Plus, there's been another round of carrot recalls due to potential E. coli contamination. 4 Earth Farms is now pulling multiple brands of its vegetable medley bags that contain whole carrots. This comes after supplier Grimway Farms notified the company that some carrots may be contaminated. The recall involves vegetable bags that were sold at grocery stores, including Walmart and Sprouts. All the bags are expired and have use-by dates of September 7th through November 2nd. Still, anyone with these bags in their freezers should not use them. Today marks the end of the 2024 hurricane season, one that was above average in terms of activity, and now federal agencies are reflecting on the past year and how to better prepare for the future. KHOU 11 sat down with the Small Business Administration this week. The Houston area suffered multiple declared natural disasters this year, including the May derecho and Hurricane Beryl. The SBA helped businesses in the area impacted by those disasters, but the agency and other federal programs faced an above-average hurricane season, drawing more resources than usual. Francisco Sanchez, the Associate Administrator for the SBA, told KHOU 11 the agency stepped up this season, especially in our area, and hopes that work continues to move forward.
So SBA was able to step up and help Texas and particularly Houston and Harris County. $393 million in the hands of disaster survivors, about $75 million of that here in Houston and Harris County. So making sure that we're helping ensure that businesses not only are recovering, but when we're doing this, making sure that they are more resilient, better prepared for the storms ahead. So Houston can continue to be a place where small businesses can grow, local economies can thrive, and people can prosper.
Sanchez said he hopes the next White House administration continues to invest in funding for the SBA so it can continue to help those small businesses during more active disaster seasons. All right, meteorologist Pat Calvin is here now. Pat, hurricane season over. Finally, feeling a little fall-like out there, but I'm scared to ask you if this is going to stick around.
Well, I would say it was feeling, more winter-like today, especially this morning. Temperatures got down to 39 degrees at Bush. That's almost 10 degrees colder than normal. Our high temperature today, a few degrees shy of the norm, but not crazy off target. 64 degrees your high temperature thanks to all that cloud cover. So to answer your question, Marcelino, is it going to stick around? The answer is yes and no. We do get a little bit of a bump here by the middle and the end of the week, but nothing really extreme. Temperatures right now pretty even, 60 at most spots, 59 Pearland, 57 in Conroe. A lot of cloud cover out there, but despite the cloud coverage, we are dry, and we're going to start the upcoming week on a dry note. Tomorrow, we'll actually see more sunshine. It's beautiful weather then for Monday and Tuesday, and then rain chances return by the middle part of the week, and we'll be timing that out for you. Right now, it looks like Wednesday into Thursday, the big rain days. And again, as Marcelino just mentioned, it is the end of the Atlantic hurricane season, which runs from June 1st to November 30th. Glad to see this season in our back rear view mirror. Nothing out there right now. Again, no rain on radar. Notice no green showing up. So despite the cloud coverage, we are dry. In fact, much of the state very quiet. Nothing going on here. And even nationally, if you're traveling anywhere, things look good. Just a couple of snow showers there out through southern portions of Illinois. Big time lake effect snow off of Lake Erie in Ontario. But otherwise, even across the West Coast, things are looking quiet. So we will be quiet here tonight. Mainly cloudy skies, so not as cold as last night. Temperatures upper 40s to around 50. High pressure in charge, though. For tomorrow, I do think we start to work in a little more sunshine, and with that, we'll be a little bit warmer as well, with high temperatures in the upper 60s. Now, notice down to the south, we have a lot of clouds, a couple showers out there. That is going to be our next system that we watch. It'll stay to our south for the start of the week. So Monday looks beautiful with sunny weather and normal temperatures. But as we go into the middle of the week, by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, rain chances return in a big way. So I think we're dry for Monday and Tuesday. Up to a widespread chance, though, for Wednesday, showers and storms possible. And then we keep that chance lingering through Thursday and Friday. So we will run Future Track right through. Notice we get you into Sunday morning. More clouds from the city and points south. More sunshine farther north. As the day goes on, though, the clouds should start to push south, and we'll get more and more sunshine. So it's not a totally sunny day for everyone all day tomorrow, but the trend will be towards clearer skies as we get towards the evening. Sunday night we're clear, so the temperatures are a little bit colder getting into Monday morning, and then Monday is just gorgeous. Not a cloud in the sky, with temperatures again back to the upper 60s to near 70 degrees. So we'll drop to 52 tonight in the city, 40s north. We're down to 44 though tomorrow night into Monday morning, even colder getting into Tuesday morning. And then as those rain chances come back, we get a little more humidity, and that'll bring those overnight temperatures back to the 50s to around 60. As we look ahead into the beginning of December, we are on the dividing line between some very warm air out west and some very cold air across the East Coast. Temperatures for us will actually trend near normal over the next week and a half or so. All right, as Marcelino mentioned, we are now at the end of the Atlantic hurricane season. Here's how it's stacked up. So the forecast from NOAA had us at 17 to 24 named storms. We ended up at 18. 8 to 13 hurricanes, we ended up at 11. And then 4 to 7 major hurricanes, we ended up at 5. So NOAA's forecast, this was the revised one from August, actually pretty on target for how we ended the year. For the overnight, 42 Huntsville, 40 Livingston, 43 in Conroe. I could see there being a few upper 30s again tonight. But as you get farther south into the city and beyond, temperatures stay in the 50s with the added cloud cover. For tomorrow, a little milder, more sunshine, upper 60s across the board, could see 70 in a few spots. There's your 7-day forecast. We'll do 68 again with tons of sunshine for Monday. Monday's a gorgeous day. 65 then, a couple more clouds for Tuesday. And then rain and storms again for Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday right now looking like the rainiest day. About a 70% chance that we see something. Temperatures stay warm through Friday, and then we start to settle back into the lower 60s with a couple of shower chances into the start of next weekend. Marcelino?
No more 80s.
No more 80s.
Thanks, Pat. Now that Turkey Day has come and gone, millions of people are returning home this weekend, and AAA is reminding us the best times to start your journey home to avoid headaches out on the road. If you're planning to return home tomorrow, the worst time to travel is from noon till about 6 Sunday night. However, AAA recommends getting your travel done by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you're hitting the road on Monday, expect heavy traffic pretty much all day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your best bet to avoid the backups is to travel before 8 a.m. or after 7 p.m. For drivers heading up I-45 from Galveston to Houston, AAA says the worst congestion will hit around 5:45 p.m., with travel time stretching to about an hour and 18 minutes. Well, holiday shopping is in full swing. All week, we've talked about how small shops have been gearing up for one of their busiest days of the year, Small Business Saturday. And to encourage people to shop local, today several events took place across the Houston area, including in Sugar Land, where a pop-up artisan market hosted nearly 100 vendors. Our Michelle Choi has that story.
It was all about embracing the local spirit on Saturday at Sugar Land Town Square, where more than 90 vendors took part in the Vibe Artisan Market, a large-scale event that brings various local artists and small business owners together. Christina Terry is the founder.
We're a family-owned business, but we want to make sure that we're putting all of our efforts and our background into helping these artists.
The goal, to help show their work and sell directly to customers. Events like these, especially on Small Business Saturday, is something vendors like Melissa Eckelbarger and her husband look forward to all year.
Most of the time we like coming out here and talking to the people. It's very hard to smell soap through the internet.
The two started Clay Cactus Soapery 2 years ago, inspired by Melissa, a former science teacher, love of chemistry and art. They shared community support not only keeps businesses like theirs afloat, but it circles back.
It's always nice to get the support from the community being a small business, because the money goes directly into the community. So it's, people supporting people.
According to the Small Business Administration, supporting small businesses boosts local economies and has major public benefits. It also means a lot to the owners.
We put a lot of time, work, dedication, so it lets us showcase everything that we have done.
Zaisha Mitchell sells handmade crochet stuffed animals, a passion of 17 years she turned into a business 4 years ago.
This is the Big Bowser. That one took me the longest in my shop. That took 16 hours.
She says money shoppers spend with them leaves a lasting impact.
It really does help, even in the smallest. A $5 item, a $10 item may not mean a lot to a big corporation, but it does mean a lot here. And all of that adds up, and to help just support the small business.
Support these small business owners hope goes well beyond one day a year.
We definitely want to encourage people to not just shop small businesses today, but every single day of the year.
Michelle, thanks so much. Now, if you'd like to support some of those local artists and business owners, we're told Vibe Artisan Market will be back next weekend in downtown at Post Houston. And right now, we're in the thick of the holiday season, and we're asking you to buy for others this year. Please join KHOU 11 Secret Santa Toy Drive. With your help, we can make sure kids in our area have a happy holiday. We've also made it pretty easy for you too. Just grab your phone, point the camera at the QR code there on your screen, and that will take you to our donations page. And get this, KHOU 11 will match donations up to $11,000. Thank you in advance for helping us stand for Houston this holiday season.
Barbie is going home. Her people are here. They're overjoyed. Rizzy, thank you so much for putting her
home at last. This little guy had quite the adventure on Black Friday after getting stranded at the base of a pillar in Sims Bayou. In this video, you can see the heartwarming moment from earlier today when his owner and family are reunited with Burby, a brown-haired Chihuahua. Take a look at this dramatic rescue from yesterday. Firefighters swimming through the water to reach the dog and bring him safely to shore. We're also told an independent rescuer stepped in to help treat Burby and track down his owner. Thanks to everyone who helped share the word, Burby is finally back home where he belongs. And we'll have a lot more of that story tonight at 10. Well, today is the day thousands of Texans have been waiting for. The Lone Star Showdown is back for the first time in 13 years. It will either be the Longhorns or the Aggies punching their ticket to the SEC Championship against Georgia. Last night in College Station, Texas Aggie fans packed into half of the stadium for their signature pep rally ahead of the big game. The rivalry between the two schools dates back to 1894, and tonight fans from both sides say they're fired up and ready to bring the heat.
A lot for school pride, and then also for the SEC title game. We always show up when people think we won't, so we're going to show up.
At the hotel, the lady said, "I think you might be in the wrong part of town." I'm like, well, I don't think I'll be the only one.
Tickets are crazy for this.
I know. They were like Super Bowl prices almost.
It's a big game.
It's a big deal. I get it, but I don't have any skin in the game. So
that was a trick question.
For me.
You never answer that question on air. You'll make someone angry. That's our time for now. But remember, we're available to you anytime on KHOU.com and KHOU 11 Plus. Be sure to join us on TV for the news at 10. We'll see you then.